So that's kind of crazy. I just learned you can stream onto YouTube Shorts while streaming onto regular YouTube, which is pretty cool. Y'all got to give me a sec though. I'm gonna get some water because I'm thirsty. I feel my mouth dry. Ugh. Alright. Water. I'm gonna just do water. I'm not gonna make it sweet tea. I've gotten so used just over these past few months just drinking water. Cause it started with we would buy water bottles and then buy flavoring packets, and we would just drink flavored water instead of buying like giant juice jugs or something like that, or like buying soda. And so it started off with like that, and eventually I just got too lazy to like go into the cabinet, search for a pouch, and then flavor the water. So I just started drinking the water, and eventually I got too lazy to just put them in the fridge. So I started drinking lukewarm water or room temp, and it's literally just, it's not that bad. I'm so used to it now. Water's water. First I had to deal with the one dog whining because they're in their kennel. Still, for some reason, isn't used to it after doing it for months. Now I gotta deal with the cat who wants attention. It's annoying. I want to, though, eventually I want to figure out how to get my phone feed over to my PC, so I'd be able to like stream Dokkan if I'm grinding that, because I do grind that quite often. I'll watch YouTube while grinding Dokkan. And they came out with a new update, which is why it's in the title, where there's an entirely new game mode out. So usually what you would do here is there's a start right here. And usually it used to just be this Dragon Ball story and then the Dragon Ball events, and then the rest of the stuff down here was always there. But they have this third tab here, which is their new game mode called Frontier. And it seems pretty cool. So right now there's only the one chapter. It's the Planet Namek Saga. Probably you can't see it like at all, which is why, like, because I do the Dokkan videos when I summon, but I would like to show you guys when I grind, like, because I summon for the new units. Usually I post a video if I get them, and then that's about it. I never really show me playing Dokkan, but I do play the game quite often, because I mean in those videos you can hear me say like I grinded. I'm completely free to play on Dokkan. Never spent any money. Have I entered giveaways for gift cards? Yes, but I've never won, which sucks. I've never won a giveaway in my life. In my life, dude. It's rough. But I also saw the update for Rivals, so we talk about a good bit of that. I haven't seen the full stream. I've just been seeing clips of people reacting to it. Obviously, White Fox is coming out first, which I think makes the one theory true about whatchamacallit, Black Cat's wanted poster. Real quick, I'm gonna do an audio check before we dive too deep. So give me a sec. White Fox is coming out first, which I think makes audio seems fine. I'm not sure about the balance. If the game's too loud, let me know. If I'm too much louder than the game, let me know. But there was a theory going around that for Black Cat, her wanted poster in Times Square was originally her being like 5 foot something, and then they changed it for her to be 7.5 feet. Now, a lot of people thought that meant she might be a tank, which is possible, because I think there's a variant of her in the comics where she's, you know, big, bulky, more tank-like, and you know, it's possible. But a lot of other people are saying that maybe it was like that because she's going to be released in season 7.5 in the half season. And so far, if we're getting a White Fox first before Black Cat, that could be true. So it might not be that she's a tank. It might just be that she, whatchamacallit, she's coming out in 7.5. I doubt she'll be a strategist. A double strategist season would be kind of nuts. But I like the updates they're making when it comes to the characters. So the ult passive charges faster for DPS and for tanks. The passive when you're not doing anything. For healers, that passive is less. So that way your ult banks more on your heals, which is actually great because that completely throws off triple support. Because the thing with triple support that sucked is that it sucked already because you weren't getting as many heals. But because of your passive of like regeneration of the ults, you would get it pretty quickly. So you really weren't losing out on much. But with... Sorry, my nail is just like bothering me for a second. Oh, this is the new event. But with this now, if you're not healing as much, you're not going to get your ult, which means triple supporting is just not the way to go. And it's cool because they're also making it less dependent on ults for the games. So when it's just character versus character, it's going to be a lot more important than just popping ults whenever you can to try to like win a team fight. Alright, we have this event here. This is a ballistic knife skin, right? Because they're already in the game. Yeah, these are all skins here, I'm pretty sure. In the top tier, this guy looks pretty sick.
Get to the point. I don't have all day.
And we have the new swordfish from Black Ops 4 in here. It should be another burst marksman rifle. It's decent looking camo. Smaller operators, and there's a new attachment for the Echo 12. What does this do? A backlash launcher? I can't even preview it. Let's go see what the Echo 12 holds for us. We can look at that real quick. It's the SG-12. So Echo 12, you go to attachments. It looked like the magazine, or it's a conversion kit. This thing is... Oh no, that's just a rapid fire. Excuse me? Holy shit. It's like a crazy OP grenade launcher. Wow. That seems kind of nuts. Alright, I'm gonna try to speak louder because I still got a little bit morning voice right now. So it's not you know, as high pitched as it might usually be when I'm on stream, stuff like that. This is also more like my, I guess, I don't know how to explain it, my calm voice when I'm not like talking to my friends and stuff and I'm just chilling. I definitely do have two different voices. I remember in middle school, one of the girls in the friend group pointed out to me, she's like, why is it that when you talk to the teachers, like your voice is different? And I'm like, well, it's because I'm not talking as loudly, you know, like I'm playing around with you guys, so it sounds different. Check our augment research progress on Wisp T. We're only at 19%. Ugh. And the thing is too, now that double XP is gone, I can't just go into farm and absolutely farm, or can't just go into the farm map and grind XP for this. So we'll probably just straight up get the headshots while it being level 1. Or I have double XP tokens. So what we'll do is we'll go in, we'll probably get around like 600 headshots with the double XP going on. see what level that gets us to, and then hop back in with the attachments on. Ooh, yeah, put on the 45 minutes. Let's go select match. Let's go standard solo, Paradox Junction, and ready up. I'm seeing a lot of people talk about Paradox Junction. A lot of people like it for the simplicity, which is why I like it. Because these new, the first few maps that they have right now are like, you can't kind of just chill while playing on them. Because the one guy made a perfect example, like, Ashes of the Damned has that driving around that you have to do. This is if you want to play the actual map and not the little survival versions. And obviously the Wonder Weapon in that, like, you have the steps to build that. And then same with Ashes of Valorum, or whatever, however it's pronounced. That one is kind of the same way, where you have to deal with Oscar, like a big bad, and then you have to also, what is it? The Wonder Weapon to build that is a pretty, like, lengthy process. This thing has a gun screen on it.
You and that witch thought you could blindside me time and again, huh? Well, she's on.
This gun has a
lockdown
built-in
now.
rangefinder?
And this here monument to mankind's
sick.
folly is your prison.
It's our mannequin right there.
Always aim for the noggin.
So yeah, this map is so much more casual, and every zombie just kind of needs like one casual map. I mean, obviously, if you want to, you can just go and play on the farm map, and you know that's your casualness. Where are you? Because you can kind of just sit there and do whatever you want for the most part. You can just chill. All grinding like kills and stuff. So for an actual map itself, with an Easter egg, with a Wonder Weapon, you know, side Easter eggs, all that, for a map to have all of that, and also be like as simple and chill as it is like really nice. It's good for training because it's not like a huge map, so the zombie spawns are like really compact, which I think is like, it's messing with a good bit of people when it comes to playing Black Ops 7 because they're so used to the bigger maps now and the spawns not being like too crazy. So they come on, play this, whether they turn on the Rampage Inducer or not, but like Rampage Inducer on this, I would say, is crazier than playing Rampage Inducer on the farm map. Like the spawn, there's so many spawn points on this map. Like you see the zombies just spawn in like 6 different areas and I'm literally just standing right here. So just imagine that on Rampage Inducer, like just constant flux of zombies.
For me.
And like 20 million locations from them to spawn from, and they don't stop. That's not the one. Gotta look for the assist now.
I'm out of ideas.
Hold on, let me get the rounds moving just to get them moving. This gun doesn't seem too bad for no attachments to be killing this quickly in headshots. It's kind of one-tapping basically. Yeah, literally leaving it like 1. So if I had the headshot multiplier, this thing would be one-tapping for a while. Obviously though, we want to grab dead shot just for that headshot damage.
2010 since birth, but okay.
Usually I'd be grabbing Vulture Aid, but we don't have Vulture Aid yet. It's not that one either. I'll still farm this one out with the Saga. It's very easy to be overwhelmed here. The Rivals watching the Black Cat, like the video kind of just like showing off her kit. It's finally nice to have another like auto aim healer. Not because I'm gonna play her for that fact, but her kit seems pretty damn cool. Like, it's nice to have another auto aim healer, because if there's like, the one thing that annoys me playing Cloak is or just playing any healer is like flying characters are pretty hard to hit, especially if you don't have that auto aim going on. So I feel like for White Fox to be in the game now, it's really nice, because if I end up playing Invis or something like that, or if somebody else takes Cloak, I'd be able to take White Fox to still have the auto aim to, you know, help with the healers. But obviously, if I don't need to worry about the flyers that much, I can just still play Invis.
And pop goes the weasel.
Nice, that's so. But I feel like that's still probably a character that's going to get banned pretty quickly in ranked. Maybe not compared to Gambit. I mean, her healing output seems really nuts. And her ultimate seems decent. It's just a little ground slam that'll like heal teammates nearby and deal damage to enemies in an AoE. But also, I think it has some kind of side like passive that helps. But I'm not sure if it helps with having certain teammates within like range of your vision and it does something, or if it deals with it. But they showed it being activated and then Star-Lord flipping over to the side. I'm not sure if it was just to show it at all, but when Star-Lord flips over to the side, he oh, I didn't grab the acid to pour. No, I'm stupid. Yeah, showed White Fox activating her ult. Something happening with Star-Lord, like some kind of blue shining on it. He activates his ult, and he goes crazy. And White Fox, so you can move with her ult. It's not just stuck in place. And you get 3 slams, and it's a little AOE for each slam that happens. It's kind of almost like a support version of the Mr. Fantastic ult. But if it doesn't hit anybody, it continues going. And it doesn't jump as high. There's not as much delay in the slams. And Shode is a skin dropping when she comes out. It's going to be like one of the race skins again, so it's probably not too many people buy it. Probably wait for something else to come out. And then they reveal the Ultron skin, which is sick. But I'm not sure if Ultron's going to be exactly good, but apparently it's also not legendary, which sucks. And then the Punisher skin got revealed. A lot of people are thinking that might be in the Battle Pass. It's going to drop in the store, but I think it's dropping in the store. The Pirate skin. And obviously, no reveals on the Battle Pass quite just yet, but a lot of people are theorizing that the Cloak skin is going to be in there, the Thieves Guild skin. Yeah, I think it's pretty strong. Well, we'll see what they decide to do with the Battle Pass, what kind of theme they decide to go for, because I feel like it's definitely time for them to do a fresh one. Since we did the like card skins, we did the pirate skins now. I think Pun is like the last one who needs a skin drop. And then we have, yeah, that's basically it. We don't have anything else as of right now, skin wise.
This is gonna tear through me like razor blades.
Pretty sure this is up here.
Arming Semtex.
I haven't seen the new map. I haven't seen like the actual buffs and nerfs of the character themselves. I just saw the clip of Guang Guang talking about how basically the ults are going to be coming out a lot slower than usual, but it's going to be better for DPS and tanks compared to healers. I think is a good way to nerf triple support without just like messing with their actual healing output. I think that's the best way to do it, is to mess with their ults. Make it so that way it's better to run too instead of hold, because you're reading ults slowly. definitely need. 'Cause even as a support player, I hate playing triple support. It honestly just does not feel great. Even when you're playing triple support, at first, the heals were still, like, not there. So, for now, it's the same thing. Wow, that sucks. You can't go in here because it's still locked.
I'm out of ideas.
Take that. But I hope the new map is cool. I definitely like what she looks like. I like that she can kind of flip from a DPS and a healer. She's kind of like melee. The only thing is, like, I'm not really into, like, melee characters that much. But it's a good thing for, like, when I'm getting dove to be able to, you know, switch that melee mode, put on some pressure. And I'm pretty sure she might have some healing output. Because she has, like, her tails. She has, like, 3 little tail charges. And when she's healing, she only has one ability that uses a tail charge. And that's, like, her big, she does, like, a psychic blast, almost kind of like invis. But it only works one way. And it's just kind of like, it heals teammates, deals damage to enemies. And it goes through everybody. So it's pretty cool. When your DPS form, that's where I'm assuming a lot of the tail charges come in. And I don't know exactly what she has. But then her other ability, it looks really sick. So it's almost like Kiriko, where you can teleport to a teammate. But what's cool about it is when you teleport to them, there's this, like, little AoE bubble thing that pops up that can block damage for them as they get healed in it. Which seems pretty crazy, because in the clip, they show the person on the other side of the wall, and it says guard. They click to guard them. After they guard them, they manage to heal them, and then they block the mag ult with their ability, I'm pretty sure. Unless the mag ult was blocked by something else. I don't know. The clip was sucking. I'm pretty sure it was on Punisher, so I'm like, seems like she blocked the ult for them. I'm very interested to see her, and I'm wanting to pick up another healer. I've been thinking of, like, playing Luna, but I might pick up White Fox instead. You know, eventually I could still work my way with Luna. It's just Luna's definitely a bit more weirder of a healer than if I was to play, like, Invis, because Invis is straightforward. You know, I heal, put a shield, but, like, with Luna you have to worry about the snowflake, and I'm not really trying to deal with that, like, too much. I mean, her kit's not, like, extremely hard, but I also don't like her ult too much, to be honest. So what I like about Cloak and Invis is I can ult and then still move around and, like, throw out heals and stuff, or throw out damage. With Luna, you're just stuck in that animation and you move around with them. Sometimes your teammates are not in it and it'll fuck them up, or you switch to the damage form and they get messed up. So I like the ults where I can be offensive as the ult is still going on.
We're golden.
I don't like to have to choose. I heard you. Why am I hearing something? I'm hearing a little glisten. Why am I hearing that in there? That's not my mannequin. My mannequin's over here. What is that? It's more like a... My dumbass. It's the exfil. Like, I'm hearing, like, a phone ring. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what this new season's like in Rivals, especially for the ranked. If triple support's not going to be, like, a huge thing anymore, oh my god, it'd be so lovely.
Full mag and anger issues get shit done.
But you definitely have to look at the nerfs and buffs to see how they're messing with some of these characters. And see what kind of team-ups they might be adding. I'm not sure if they revealed, like, a whole bunch, but I mean, the season comes out in, like, 2 days or so. I don't even know. It comes out soon. That's all I know.
I'm taking this to the red line.
But along with the Dokkan update, they gave already 3 like free-to-play characters. You got a Krillin, a Goku, and somebody else. I don't remember. But kind of weird we just got these little free play characters. I didn't check them out yet, but you get those. I'm pretty sure it's probably supposed to use this for something. That just wiped the Mimic without even trying. Yo, what is this gun's damage output? I know I have a blue pack too, I'm around 12, but yeah, it's still pretty nuts. Oh, I still have to find the assist. What am I doing? Oh, we have double punch. Let's go. Oh, Jug's in the pass as well. I gotta wait to grab that. But they're supposed to be dropping a reversible exchange unit with Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And it's supposed to be kind of like when they're fighting each other, so I'm waiting for that to drop. Let's see if I want to summon on it. So they didn't reveal the kit, they just revealed the character. Yeah, honestly, the Dokkan anniversary is official. Wow, really? Fucking decoy took forever to activate. Should have picked up Jug when I had the chance. I thought it'd be fine. Keep this guy alive real quick. But in Dokkan, I've been trying to do this fucking the events from the anniversary that they released, like the one where it's the international version of the game versus the Japanese one, to try and whatchamacallit, just the events. And the Japanese event is like a little like harder.
And just as tasty.
But I've been trying to clear that, dude, with like no such luck. Because I mean, literally, I'll get so close to beating it, and then it's just one turn where I don't have any items. And my units that are there, it's just like, I have to hope they don't die for like an unknown reason. Like, it just sucks. But it's also like, because I have only one copy of most of the units, it's like their damage output isn't like at its max potential, which sucks. Yeah, now I have to do this new Frontier event, and I still have some other stuff I have to clear, but I've just been trying to beat the international thing. You know, just because I'm running the team that everybody used to beat the game, or beat that level with, and I'm still not getting it done. Like, it's interesting. But again, it's because I don't really have like one copy of some of the units, or I might not have like the best build on for them when it comes to like the supporting. I'm just gonna say like the equipments, even though like the little orbs you put in their hidden potential.
Anderson on station, and
But I don't have much good for like those category of characters, so it's rough to really run that confidently. I mean, like, I get close, so I'm pretty close to being able to just do it. Like, I probably get it to the point where I only really need to get, like, one. Why is that not built? Oh, I didn't grab the hammer. I have to get back into the, oh, I'm here already. Oh, I have to build this.
power on, fuck stick.
Got it.
It might help keep you alive. That makes me happy. Enjoy it while you can. It won't last forever.
it's funny because after the anniversary, they were like, "Oh, we're releasing a new unit, and you know, you guys might get a hint for it if you guess close, or here's your hint." And they posted a picture of rocks, and immediately people were like, "Oh, we're getting a Deborah unit out of all the ones you can choose." Especially after the anniversary, but I mean, apparently he turned out to be like pretty damn good. I have something for him because I mean, I personally don't really care too much about it. I usually only grab the characters that I like, or that I think will actually be like good for the team that I personally like for them. Or if I don't have any like units in that category, I'll usually go for that. But I mean, the board really works for like material characters. And I pretty much have a team that works for that, and like all the events I've been running that requires that category. If I ever come to regret it, then I'll come to regret it one day. But right now, I'm chilling. Not something for them. And then I think I might have talked about the Sonic game, maybe not, but I played it in one of the streams here like a few weeks back. But I've been really into that ever since my friend introduced me to it. He doesn't even play it anymore after he introduced me. We were grinding that like crazy. Like, he would put his character on auto run like while he was sleeping just so he could get all the shit. But I've been playing it, and I kind of pay attention. I play it with like when the updates come out and stuff, and all the new characters and everything. I go into Trade Hub a lot, so I'm trying to get characters that I want and stuff. And it's like with this new update that they added, they basically revamped the whole system of like leveling up your, or going to like the new areas and stuff, and the leveling up system has been changed. Like you level up way faster now. And areas are no longer locked behind how many characters you have, but by how much you level up. Same with like the quest. Because it used to be that there was a team mastery whenever you would open your inventory, and it was basically how many characters you had, but also like how much you had them leveled up. So if you had like 3 characters at level 3, your team mastery would be 9. Like just to put it in symbols. And sometimes you get areas that were locked to how much team mastery you actually have. I don't think it was that many areas, but basically it had like one of them you had to have 100, and then there was a hidden area where if there was a 200, you were going to the hidden area. But now that's all changed. And before I only hit like a max level of 300 something. But with the way the leveling system works now, like the max level is probably like maybe close to like 1500. I don't know. It's really high. But they also changed the rebirth system in the game, because you would be able to decide to rebirth if you wanted to, and you could put those rebirth tokens into like one of 3 categories, which was usually the amount of XP you got, the coins you got, or the damage you dealt. Those were the categories you could put it in before. But with the leveling system, they basically made it that in order to reach higher levels, you have to rebirth. So rebirth is necessary now. In order to unlock new areas and unlock certain quests, you have to be a certain rebirth. To unlock all the areas in the game, I think you only have to be about rebirth 40. But that secret area I was talking to you about, that was just where your team mastery would be 200. For the rebirth now, you have to be rebirth 96, which is a weird one. 96 is an odd number to pick. But yeah, you have to be rebirth 96 to get to that secret area. But it was just weird because I had all the areas unlocked before, other than that secret area. And then with the update they decided to make, I had to go and grind all that out again. So basically one day I was just sitting there playing with my friend. I was either AFKing on my phone or I was playing on my Xbox doing it, but I was just going out grinding the XP, and I was banging it out really quickly. But it's like, now where I'm at, in order to level up, I need like trillions of XP. Or no, it's still, no, it's only still billions of XP. Is it? Yeah. I mean, I still level up faster than I did. Ooh, random plate. Go for it. Like, you level up so much faster. That's basically all they did. And then, oh no, that's not all they did. They messed with the like pets and trails, because you have pets. There's the KOs, which are little buddies that float around you. They give you like bonus stats, usually to just like coins and XP, maybe nothing too crazy. And then they updated the trails. They changed the stats and rarities on those ones, and it either made some worse or made some better. And I'm mad that they did that, because I had these KOs to where when they were maxed, they would give me event stars, and the event stars were used to basically help you with the events. Like if you had to collect a certain amount of something, they would make it so that when you collect one, you would collect like 4 or 5, depending on how many stars you had. So I had 5 of those guys that would give me 6 event stars each, and really it's 0.6 that they give you. They don't give you like that actual amount of stars. So I had 5 dudes that gave me 0.6, so I get 3 stars. So when I picked up something, instead of 1, it would be 4, which was pretty good. And with the update they did, they made it so that way they no longer did that. And I'm not sure if there's any pets in the game that give you event stars anymore, or if they're going to start dropping those for new events. But that pissed me off, because I spent quite a while just hitting the summons in that game, trying to get those guys, and I wasted so much of the in-game currency getting them just for them to drop this update and make them completely useful or useless. And then the trail I had was a really good trail, because it gave me a lot of damage, a lot of XP, gave me bonus speed, and then gave me another bonus somewhere. I forget what it was, but I had 4 bonuses, and it was pretty damn good compared to all the other trails I was using. And then it got dropped down to just being absolutely useless, and it just gave me coins and something else. And they dropped the rarity completely, and it just didn't fucking do it. Because again, that's another thing that I grinded. I didn't grind it, but I mean, I had it. I went and I leveled it up, maxed it out, so I mean, I spent a good amount of the in-game currency doing that. Just for them to be like, not anymore. So, that kind of sucks. But when I was in the trade lobby the other day, because I finally updated it, and I went in it and just bought one of the trails in the final area of the game. The cool edge, it's like an Antarctic area. When you go in, you would get in all the areas they have those little like summon machines where you can summon either like KOs or trails or fast friends. The fast friends are the better version of the KOs. You were able to go and do that. And so on one of them, they had the legendary KO, which just gave you a fuck ton of coins, which I think is not really that good. You don't really use coins like much in that game, like actual coins or rings. I would say for Sonic. And I have a trillion rings. Like I'm fucking which is probably like the same with a lot of players. So it's like that KO is really useless. Unless with the leveling update, it costs regular coins to level up instead of the red rings. So the red star rings is the main currency in the game, 15
Now
rings.
it's certified disaster zone.
I might be able to get this done even without attachments, because this thing kills really quickly without attachments. But yeah, it's just weird, and I'm not sure if because of the way all the, like, they probably changed the market a little bit in the game because of how much they changed. I'm not sure if they messed with characters and the bonuses they give, but so far it doesn't seem that they did, because I still have like a lot of my main stuff. But now I have a lot of duplicate characters, so I want to go into the trade lobby to sell those guys for like pretty cheap, because there's a lot of characters you can just start playing the game base. So I'm just gonna sell them for like 2K, give them 3 stars. Level them up to 3 stars, and then sell them for 2K each, and then, you know, basically get 5. Or Or not 2 stars, 3 stars,
Or I'm
sorry.
making one through your face.
So I get them to 3 stars really quickly. I can get them to 1 star or 2 stars in like 30 seconds. I can get them to 3 star in like 7 minutes. So it's fairly easy for me to go down and just do. But the thing is I have a lot of characters to make 3 stars, so it's gonna take a lot longer than 7 minutes. But for one character, it's just like really nice. It's like we just go through, let them AFK 7 minutes, hop back on, push character, let them AFK 7 minutes, do all that. Like, it's not too rough. Oh, he's last. Sick. Means I can do this. Number 1. Follow me.
Oh, my foxtrot.
Luckily, that's still 1 taps.
We're golden.
Yeah, and they released a new silver in the game, but you have to pay. Like, he's in the battle pass, but he's the first one, so you have to pay for him. So I was going around the trade lobby hoping somebody at least had him already.
What's this?
Nobody did. So there's also like 1 trade lobby open at that time. We got the fire dude out here. Yeah, that's basically like all the updates about the Sonic game. So, and because I don't need the Team Master anymore, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to sell like a good majority of my characters.
I love the practice.
Unless I genuinely like them and just want to keep them. But a lot of them are just going to be gone.
Decoy going out.
But for this game, I'm seeing a lot more people for the Easter egg, posting a lot more like tricks that you can do. So on the 1 step, you have to do like fire the tornado zombies again, but like as actual Easter egg step, you have to take them to like these cysts growing out of the ground, like these big bubbles, and you have to get them to, I think, hit it or do something with it. And after you do that, obviously it's like this step where the zombies try to take its soul. So what a lot of people are doing is they're using the mutant injection, the disciple injection, to grab the zombie and take it over without having to worry about it dying, which is really fucking smart. Hurry up, 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 hurry the fuck up. Get in here. Skadoosh! Alright, let's see. Oh, I forgot this thing's out now. It's back there. How much time I got left? 11 minutes? It's only been 4 minutes since I last checked. But I'm wondering how the speed running's going for this map. I might look on Twitch, see if anybody's streaming it. And do it, because usually that's when, usually some people stream it. I think a lot of people just sit there and record it so they don't have to worry about it. But I think a lot of people usually end up getting it done, are streaming their attempts. So definitely cool to go and look and see how people are doing on the channel to speedrun this map. Because again, the first time that anybody ever dropped was 47 minutes. You kind of just dropped it to drop it to give like a time to beat, I guess, for everybody else to kind of try and beat. Even though it's probably a more easy one to beat. Alright, and this guy's gonna be our mimic, so. Follow me, follow me. You don't mind him taking some damage, it helps us.
I'm not hungry anymore.
feel like the hardest part about speedrunning this map, it's the time changes that screws people up. I definitely see that. But I feel like another thing would be a lot of like the defense steps. It seems like that can be pretty challenging for this. Fuck, I don't think that fucks it up. It does fuck it up. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely the time changes mess it up. The defense step seems like they're gonna be hell. And then filling up the soul boxes for the children's games, like after you complete them, seems like that's gonna be like one of the worst steps. I mean, you have to kill all these zombies, and when you're killing the zombies, you're getting closer to flipping the rounds for the time again. And it's like, if you leave that area while it has souls in it, because when you get souls, it keeps moving the more souls you put into it. So you don't need to like keep killing. If you just kill a bunch, you can watch it move and then kill afterwards. Which I think is probably the strat a lot of people are going to go for, is being like a little more sparing with their kills. Because that's definitely a big part of doing the Easter eggs, all the kills that you have to get. And if you just transfer something around, if you teleport out of that area, you will no longer, the box will no longer move. So if you overdumped it with souls and then you time flip, it's gonna really suck. So you only want to get as many kills as you kind of need. So you want to be sparing with it. I feel like it's gonna be the strat. We just got all around. But another thing about the speedrun, which I said last time too, is that you can't use bubblegum. So people are gonna have to use little side Easter eggs to help them out. To like help them upgrade kind of stuff and not waste as many points. Another thing too is just using whatever cyst you find, because that'll drop you like extra salvage, or if you get lucky it'll drop you Reagan Mark II, maybe some other like really good stuff, but it's just like one thing you kind of do to try to help you out a bit. I mean, one tap headshot round 28 is like not bad at all, to be completely honest. Round 28 I'll still like two tapping or like 3 tapping basically with other guns. I mean, look how fast it just melted that guy. This gun's nuts. No attack either. Still one tap headshot with those zombies. Look at that. I gotta read the description of this weapon, see if there's any specialties with it, because the fact that it comes in with a built-in rangefinder is interesting. So I wonder what else the weapon has, like, hidden. So obviously the other one I found out could ricochet, which is actually insane. So I wonder if this AR has any special abilities. We got to level 22. We have 6 minutes left. Over double XP. We hit our 1,000 crits. Oh shit. You might as well get the shit done this game. I gotta look at the challenges. I didn't look at them yet. Let's go the Voyak, is its name? Yeah, Voyak zombies camo challenges should pop up. Camo challenges, alright. So that's the critical kills, obviously. All Voyak, KT, okay. Oh, this is Warzone. Where's the zombies? This one's for zombies. Okay. So to get 3 elims at rare rarity or higher, we got that. Criticals consecutively and armored eliminations. That's it. Okay, so we just gotta play the game. I don't have to throw anything special on it. Sick. So it's in our best interest to do this. Then we can spend our salvage on more decoys, just how we can line up the headshots a lot better. I don't have to be spraying with this, so I don't have to buy an ammo mod. I'm saying that. I like this map though. Like, I hate that they reuse the asset of the Mimic, but compared to the other maps, having the Mimic be the one that you have to fight is nice because it's really easy to kill. Compared to the fucking Bear or Oscar, like, it's definitely a pretty nice change of pace. You knock that out real quick, go right back to killing zombies. It's not like you have to fucking completely focus with everybody to kill it.
Decoy sent.
I do think it's kind of weird though that they only really spawn one at a time, like in a round. They don't spawn like multiple in a round. I mean, again, it helps with the simplicity of it all. There's our consecutive challenges. Now we just need to kill armored zombies and regular zombies. That's what I get. Just get 300 kills, so. That's crazy. The only attack that I have on this is a sight, and it's more broken than a lot of the other guns I've been using.
Juicy kill.
I don't know if that's what's cool. Instant value. Oh, I got a phone call. Who called me?
You know it just gets better, right?
Might have been a spam call. 877. I don't think it's any, like, California area. I might have to look it up. If it's the one area where I was looking around for a job, I might have to call him back. I mean, usually the California area codes are like 9-something. And a lot of times when we get phone calls from like a 267 or a 8-something number, it's usually a scam call. Armored zombies though. Don't worry about it, because I'm not sure if you got the zombies spawn rate. I mean, I get like a round. I might get like maybe 10 rounds, maybe a little bit more. That's about like 5 right there. I'm already at the end of the round. We still have time on a double XP. We have 1 minute. I don't need to grab decoys anymore. Triple pack this.
Absurd and awesome.
Okay, we just need 300 kills now. That's it. Oh, there it is. Let's go hit this expo.
Let's go! I'm not ordering a pizza here!
Where's the boy gonna spawn? One mag is all it took to kill him. One mag. I had to double mag dump him with the last AR I used. Both mags with attachments completely maxed out. This one just one dumped him. That is insane. This gun's pretty good. Alright, let me go check. So they only called me the once. It's 877. $840 is California. 877 doesn't say what it is. I'm not sure. 877 area code. So it could be scam, but it's also for like it's like an 800 number basically. Look up the number of that store real quick. That's not their number. The number is 760. So if I ever get a call from that number. Alright, that's crazy. I was not expecting... That was literally 45 minutes of double XP. A little less, actually, because I activated it before I even got into the game. So I mean, dude, this thing got done quick. But it's because it was so fucking good. Let's see. Emitted light optic with projected dot floating on clear open sights. So it has a built-in red dot. Is that one? Is that because that's the rangefinder? I'm assuming. Doesn't seem to be a built-in red dot, but it is just the rangefinder itself. Kind of an ugly iron sights, and liking that you can put sights on guns that you don't have leveled. Seems pretty alright. But we now have pretty much all of our ARs done. I just have to go down and get them all gold. But before I do that, we're going to start working on the SMGs. I have all the SMGs unlocked now. Now we're starting to work on getting this swordfish done. This fucking one piece of hair is like curled this way, like right here. And it's fucking with me so bad because it's in my peripheral. So I think we have the Soul Coal as our armory unlock right now, I would hope. Let's check that out. No, it's not on that. We need to be on that. No, this free stuff in the store probably just double XP. Double player XP, which I literally just do not care about. And then free gobble gum. Give me a perkaholic for free, please. Anywhere but here. Is this I'm guessing this is XP based. Yeah. Swordfish A1. I feel like if you've never played Black Ops 4, it looks like it's ripped straight out of Black Ops 4. Like, it just looks like those weapon types. Black Ops 4 had really weird weapon designs. But all the weapons were pretty cool. Fucking DLC weapons are broken as hell in that game. The Burst SMG that was basically fully automatic was busted. The Stingray fucking burst gun shooting explosive rounds, that was busted. Like, dude, they had so many busted guns in that game. It's partially another reason why I stopped playing it. Just for when I start getting gold, let's throw some attachments on this thing. Muzzle. Obviously, we do the chance to drop extra salvage. Damage range. We don't need to go recoil control because, I mean, we're not using... Well, we might as well. I don't have anything else to throw in it as of right now. Magazine, just a 40-round mag. That's just the firing speed. You don't really need that in zombies too much. I'll do that. For this, we definitely will. No, we'll do the walk movement speed and then up the damage as much as possible, even though it does crazy damage. So that's our build for the zombies. And they all have their zombies builds respectively, so when I go to get gold, I'll have all that ready. And now we'll start on the Raiden, which is very similar to the Scorpion from fucking Black Ops 2. I don't think we will do the headshot multiplier in the SMG. I mean, if we do, we're going to have to grab heavy recoil control. It's like here, recoil control, aim lock movement speed. This will be recoil control. Oh, but it only is horizontal. This one is vertical. So we have 2 horizontal, 2 vertical, while also having different stats, and then 2 horizontal, 2 vertical here. So that should be enough to help us out. We don't need to go full on it. And then obviously change the... Or no, I don't think I have the lethal tools on this yet. Where do you get that from on here? The Dravik is when you unlock the lethal tools for the SMGs. Alright, that's alright. This looks like very Black Ops 2-ish. So let's go... Use this site. Well, why not? And where are we at camo-wise? I mean, we should have a good amount of headshots already. Oh, we already had the headshots done. So we just need kills with cryo and dead wire. Ooh, that kind of sucks. Oh, because we're 1 out of 3. Okay. Yeah, okay, so all the headshots on that done already. This might have been one of the guns that I was just playing zombies and leveling it up with, so... This one should be done very easy peasy. And all of my SMGs are pretty much maxed, I think, other than past the Dravik, because that's when I unlocked ranked and I wasn't playing with the guns anymore. I hate when the train sounds like that. It has like, this weird reverb on it. Sorry. I've been meaning to play this Dokkan shit. Try it out. So, the one thing I know with the new Dokkan mode is that every character has their own HP. It's no longer one big shared HP bar, which is interesting. Very interesting. Oh, but you make 2 teams instead of 1. There's a Group A and a Group B. So how does the team dynamic work here? Like, what's the way to go?
Where I come from, you steal a man's slaves.
Oh, and you can only use characters from that category. Okay, interesting. So I can only use Planet Namek Saga characters because it's Planet Namek Saga. That's very interesting.
That green mist
Doesn't
always
have a lot of
brings a tear
recoil,
to my
luckily
eye.
for us. Try to buy Voltrate as fast as I can. The quicker we get that, the quicker we can grab these ammo mods.
I'm out of ideas.
Welcome to our playground. We hope you live long enough to be any fun at all.
We're not going to worry about building the Blunder Gap because we're not going to be in here that long. Second I can grab Cryo Freeze, we're going to grab it. There's Cryo and Dead Wire, I'm pretty sure. Drop these assist. So once I hit that 500, I pop on the Cryo. I like this site. It definitely is like hella bulky though. But out of all the sites you get to start out with, this one just felt the best to me. And obviously that lethal tool is really good. The Fang's pretty good. Because you get recoil stabilization with it. But it messes your ADS just a little bit. But it, for me, I've definitely got more used to the lethal tools. Just because the Fang has such like a wide area. Like it's very wide. So so I feel like it's like making me psychologically miss my shots easier compared to the lethal tools. Like it's definitely more of a tighter input of a sight, which I think that came in the same thing in Model 3 rank that I played it. Is the slate reflector was more wide, which is probably why a lot of people didn't like using it. And then there was the kind of like the lethal tools. I forget what it was called. But it was the same concept where the top was like glass, or there was no border on it. It was just glass. And that's what everybody pretty much used all the time. And even I would swap between the two sights. It was like, I like the slate reflector because I was able to see more through it. Then I liked the other one because, again, it was tighter. So it felt a little bit easier to aim because I didn't feel like I had to move my gun like when I was aiming in. Like it felt like if I was aiming, it was usually already within their thing. So I didn't have to move, instead of having to move like this much, I would only have to move, like I would already be here and then move this much because I'm already aimed in around them. I feel like that's what it is for me when it comes to using that sight. Trying to get as much salvage here as possible early. I really don't know what to do about getting these elite kills though. Those are gonna be the worst part. I feel bad for anybody who has to do that. Pretty sure on Ashes your elite kills are probably just the bears? I'm not sure. I'd have to look. So I'm not sure if the bears count as special or elites. If they're elites, then I mean I can just hop on the farm map and grind those out with Rampage Inducer with people. I wouldn't have to worry about it because I'd be killing it with them. But let's put on Cryo first, and then we'll do Deadfire. There we go. We have Ultra Raid. We have Ultra Raid. And Jugs over there too. Pack with them.
Single clue.
Do this. Clear as fast as possible.
Decoy going out. Damn, I gotta get on the ground more often.
Holy shit.
Semtex primed.
Fortunately, I don't have another decoy, but
You're not supposed to actually bite the bullet, you know.
there we go.
We're golden. If I can't grab gold for this baby, I'm in the wrong business.
No matter what she says. They'll win you over. Just you wait.
I'm gonna buy Voltrade first, and then buy Jug after.
That's what I call pretty cool.
You want that headshot multiplier, this thing is not really strong. That was cool though, the other day I found out when you slide regularly, you hit the zombie, you'll like trip them. It's pretty funny. And you're not using PhD. salvage. Yep. Alright, let's go grab Jug. We do have Deadshot.
Thick as mud and just as tasty.
Might have to grab that next. I've been noticing I've been barely getting any fire sale drops. This whole time I've been doing my camo grind. I don't think I've gotten like, I've probably gotten like one fire sale maybe. Do they just not fuck with fire sale on this map or something? Realizing too, I probably could have just gone for straight damage. Since I don't need the headshots on this anymore, then why not headshot? Because it's the fastest. Alright, let's go grab our Deadshot. I'll grab the armor after.
I'll tone all day.
And the rest of our points are just going to go into... See if we get a wrench. Okay, on location, that's easy. Oh, that's the spot right there. You see that shit? I forgot too, I should have been activating the trials just to be getting the oh no, elemental pop, the pop only one. I should have been popping that just to have extra zombies for the headshots. That's one of the things I was doing. Luckily that we got that blue wrench. The huge W.
This area is now a certified disaster zone.
Still look for salvage though. Even though we have enough to get this shit already. We get like 3,000, so I can get purple and still have enough to switch. It'd be huge. I think the one time I played, where there was all the loot there, I think I accidentally did the 115 Easter egg. That drops you a bunch of free loot. You get a pack crystal, a gold gun, and other stuff. Like, I accidentally did it because I shot the clock a few times and just so happened to make it hit 115. It's just crazy odds. Because this, it wasn't like this. I shot the big hand a little bit, brought it down to like here. And apparently I made it hit 115. I don't know how exactly I managed to do it on accident, but I did. I guess I just got lucky with the formation.
Always aim for the noggin.
I don't even know what the little fireworks noise does. It activates on the top. It's not activating fireworks. It's very loud. I don't know what it's. Not sure if it's making it so that way I don't use ammo for a little bit or what. I have to look at that. Hey, fuck off. Get out of here. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna activate Rampage to do so. Just to get these zombies to start spawning in faster. We're in a good position, so. We need to get these 300 kills. Just be helpful if it's as fast as possible. We're set up. We have tier 2 armor. We have our perks. This shit's pack a punch. It's blue. almost have pack 2. Probably getting closer if we don't kills we need.
issues get shit done.
Is the fireworks? Does it do like a little explosion around me? Is that what it does? Because it just wiped out zombies on the insta kill. Let's see what that is. Melee kill? I'm not doing that. Let's see.
Decoy's live.
Yeah, I'm not doing that bullshit. I'll take the more zombie though. And we have the 500 for the dead wire switch. W.
I'm taking this to the red line.
But that was anything we can get off that. That would help me. I mean, if they drop pack 2 crystals, whatever, but I'm not gonna sit here and fucking try to melee kill a bunch of zombies. I think if you manage to complete the trial, you'll keep the melee macchiato. If you don't, though, you'll lose it. But, like, melee macchiato is like the worst fucking perk ever added into the game, dude. I swear. Might help early game. If you drop perkaholic and you're just sitting there one knifing shit for like 4 rounds, then you'll gain the most amount of points you physically can. But like, it is just uber useless unless you're using a melee weapon. Like the one time it was good is in Citadel Day More when you're using the sword and you have melee macchiato. That's the only time it was good. And then if it was in Cold War, it'd be good for the Crystal Axe. The Crystal Axe is already broken. Alright. We're seeking to kill us now, we're chilling. Fucking smited that motherfucker. This round is taking so long.
And pop goes the weasel. Never underestimate a pissed-off Air Force captain. That's me going easy on you.
Round 13 lasted way too fucking long. Oh, it's because I did the trial, that's why. Oh, I do it again. Zombies. Top of dollars. Actually, I don't know if these guys count. Dude, they're coming spawning. Look at these guys. Oh, it's performing critical as well. Wow, just got it all done. Matter of seconds. Oh, let's see what we got. Stamina. That's what I do.
Use this in siege corps.
Ugh.
Can't you fight each other or something?
See, that's what I like Tesla for. I was able to get out without killing the zombies. Just all the zombies for the base. There's such nothing. Even more.
Triggering Tesla storm.
Okay, if Tesla's gonna be on there. We're probably close to our 300 mark. If anything, I'll just leave. I'm not gonna wait till the next expo.
Decoy sent.
We almost have enough to triple pack. Just 1,000 points away. Big boys, man. The fuck did a max ammo drop me for? Killing things. I literally killed nothing and a max ammo just appeared on the ground. What are the odds of that?
Decoy going out. Rough and give me none.
Ah, not the nuke. Not the nuke.
This gives me the warm fuzzies.
Ooh. Oh, I got sprinters now. Ooh, they sprinting now.
Decoy's live.
There, we got it. Alright, we're out. I'm gonna leave before I get too invested. Ugh. Alright, well that's one SMG down. A few more to go. How am I supposed to make a team out of this? Oh, he's required to be used. That's crazy. These guys aren't even good yet. It's very interesting that this unit is required in order to do it. Very interesting. Pop him, pop him. God, I'm playing an MX Saga team. Oh, he sucks absolute ass. How's this guy when he's maxed out? Absolutely horrendous. It doesn't help either. I don't have a good Ginyu Force team. I'll pop you, and then the next one will be 1, 2, 3. See how that works. Alright. Oh. So after riding, we're in the Arcane 9. Build class setup for this, so we'll use that one. We'll go that. Headshot multi. Horizontal recoil. 57 pounds. Vertical recoil. Aim lock movement speed. And recoil swings gap. For this one, we're almost done the headshots, but we need napalm burst, armored zombie kills, and consecutive headshots. So that's not bad. So armor, napalm, crits. That's not bad at all. We can get that done quick. Alrighty then.
You and that witch thought you could blindside me time and again, huh?
That witch.
Well, she's on lockdown now. And this here monument to mankind's folly is your prison.
Oh, you guys are running.
Go for my foxtrot.
You fat bastard, that's not enough.
Oh boy. Playmates.
Ball trades on the other map. Apparently too, you can check the mini map I saw when the first guy he did it. You can check the tac map for the tornado zombie when you're building the zombie guy.
We're golden.
Motherfuckers need to hurry up. Mirror. Ooh, not yet, not yet.
Good for me.
Get a little 400 points there. Take that.
If the warden doesn't like you,
No, you can't wall jump there.
that means
Interesting.
you might be okay by us.
So I was gonna wall jump there to jump up to the top. Apparently can't do that. Not allowed. What do you need? Napalm burst and just headshots all the times? I grab napalm burst. I don't want to say as early as possible because I still want to get the headshot kills. I don't want napalm to be popping and stealing my kills. Obviously, we do want to get the salvage as fast as possible. I think it's all the assist. Oh no, there's one here. Thank God. God, dude. I know everybody's fucking walking around saying that bullshit. God, dude. The fuck was the guy in the bus for? Did you see that? He was in the bus, so they teleported him out. We're in the truck, not the bus. Oh, this one is different. Oh Only teams that include Vegeta may attempt. Oh shit. I kind of like that. It's a bit challenging. My one unit. Is it only units that contain Vegeta? Because I mean, this one contains Vegeta. Do we need Vegeta on both teams? Oh no, it's a specific Vegeta, which I do have maxed out. Special guest. What does special guest mean? Is that units I can use on the team? Okay, let's pop this guy out. Put him on. I can run it. Oh, I forgot this thing's a burst. Seriously, I was shooting it one little tap at a time because I was trying to get them headshots. I forgot it's a burst. See, I maxed this thing out in multiplayer, so I just like I completely forgot. This thing too, I fucked with this in multiplayer so heavy. I was going crazy with it.
That green mist always brings a tear to my eye.
I don't know why, but it was just such a good gun. Oh, yesterday too, I went out and met up with some of my friends, and we were playing some card games. So I played the One Piece card game. I don't usually take it like too seriously, at least not as much as my friends. Even though I've been playing for a few years, just because like I don't know what it is, dude, but that game hates me. No matter what deck I decide to play, I just draw terribly. So I just decided to play terrible decks, or at least decks that like aren't meta at that point. But recently I managed to I get second with a leader, a really old leader. He came out in the first set. He was one of the first starter deck characters, Kaido. Managed to take second place. I thought I was going to get third, but I got lucky. Got second instead.
Wings or not,
It was crazy because I was the only undefeated person after 3 rounds, and there's only 12 people there. Usually at that point you'd cut it off until there's one undefeated. But they're like, no, 4 rounds strictly, so I didn't get first. So they fucked me over basically. But it was still fun. I still loved getting second at least with Kaido. It was crazy. But we went to the one store. They were going to play Dragon Ball, but me and my one friend, we were going because we wanted to practice Rift Bound. So Dragon Ball has 2 card games. They had one before, and then they dropped a new one. I think it was maybe last year. And it's starting to get pretty big again now. I think they made a lot of changes to the game. And, you know, obviously the collectors are starting to like it a lot more too. Yeah, so they went to play Dragon Ball, get packs and stuff like that. Somebody who was there had bought a box and apparently pulled 2 god rare characters in the same box, which in One Piece is like pulling a manga character, pulling 2 of them out of one box, which is statistically impossible. You're only guaranteed a manga in like a case, I'm pretty sure. So the fact that this dude pulled 2 god rares worth crazy amounts of money is crazy. I think they said one of them was up there for like 1,500 raw price, and then there was another one, lowest it was 5K. So dude just made a ton of money off of buying that box. Yeah, they played Dragon Ball. It was only 3 rounds. They both went 0-2, so they dropped. And then the other guys, they were still playing. But sitting there practicing Rift Bound with my one friend, because we were both thinking of getting into it, and I was having a lot of fun. I played the same deck this whole time. I really liked it. You know, it felt, it's not consistent. Well, it feels pretty consistent. Like it's not crazy. You still have to draw pretty lucky, but it honestly feels better than playing One Piece. Like, and because drawing bad in that game is like not too bad. You still have like the ability to, you know, play well. I mean, if you draw good in that game, you are.
No matter what she says. There when you were.
You do have Ultra, luckily.
Thick as mud and just as tasty.
Yeah, that game is especially weird because to play it when you first start or when it picks like a battlefield, it's best of 3, but you have a total of an hour to play those 3 games. You don't get through 3 games in an hour. Whoever's winning, basically. Like if you won the first game, your second game's still going, I'm pretty sure you win. Because you have the highest record at that point. You get an hour to play 3 games. Each game you have to play like a different battlefield because it's based off League of Legends, so there's different fields. And so we were rocking with those, running that, and
the IPA of
it's
sodas.
pretty cool because in one piece you draw 5 cards at your opening hand. When you mulligan, you have to get rid of the whole hand, and then you after you get rid of your whole hand, you put it back in the deck, and then you shuffle the deck again, and then all that. In this game, you draw 4, and to mulligan, you can get rid of, I think, up to 2 cards. And you put the cards in the bottom of your deck, and then you draw 2 from the top, and that's how you mulligan in that game, which is pretty cool. I like that a little bit better. It's also cool because each person draws on their first shift to get up to that 5 kills. Or 5 cards, sorry. And you start off with 2 energy if you're going first, 2 energy if you're going second. And that was pretty nice. And then the whole way the game is played is pretty sick, because the whole thing is you have to conquer the battlefields. And first one to 8 points usually wins, but there's one battlefield that makes that you have to win at 9 points, so it makes the game a little longer. But I mean, still, the game is super fun. My deck that I was playing is about basically just flooding the field with a bunch of little guys. And oh my god, it can be so fucking toxic because the one game I saw like an amazing curve. So right off the bat, I just started off. I had like maybe 10 characters on my field before he even had 2. Like, but we had to leave because they were closing the store. But I would have absolutely beat his ass that game. Like there was no chance. There was no chance he was gonna beat me with that kind of start. But it's cool too because you have these things called gear cards where you place them and there's stuff that you can attach to your characters. And what's cool is that with my deck, when I use my my leader's ability, when I play a gear card, I get to rest one of my energy cards, and then I get to play out one of my little bodies from my side deck. When I play them out, they immediately have this thing called Weapons Master, which means I get to throw on whatever gear card I played onto them without having to -1 to put it on.
Never underestimate a pissed off airport captain.
And so every turn I can do gear card, play a guy, gear card, play a guy, gear card, play a guy if I wanted to. But then there's also cards in my deck that allow me to play people. Here's this one spell that I can use where I rest 2 of my energy cards, and I get to get to spawn a little dude from my side deck. But then it has a repeat, so I can rest another 2 to grab another guy from my side deck, and they both get Weapons Master. So what I can do is after playing those guys, if I have gear on my field, but they're not attached to anybody, I can move them straight to those guys. Or if there's gear on somebody else, and I might want to move it onto them, I can do that for free without having to minus anything, which is really cool. And then there's another spell, which is absolutely fucking broken for my deck specifically, where, well, I think it's really only played on my deck, but when you use the spell, you pay 6 and you have to -1, guaranteed. in order to be able to actually play it. It's a spell. What I do is for every gear I have on the field, I play a one of those little dudes. So if I have 3 gears, I play 3 dudes. Which is crazy. And then I restand. I make 2 of them active. Because when you play them out, they're like rested and you can't move them. But when you use that one, you have 2 of them that are ready to move. And then one of the more OP parts about the deck is every deck has like a champion character that you want, so you have them immediately. You're guaranteed to have them. They stay next to your leader.
Secondary.
And what my dude can do is that I pay 4 for him, and usually every champion has Accelerate, and Accelerate is basically Rush and One Piece, where when you play them, you can swing with it right away, or move it right away in the case of Riftbound. But you have to rest one of your energies and then minus the energy of that color of the character in order to do it. But what my guy does is when I move him to a battlefield, when I attack, I can move any amount of characters that I want to that battlefield with him. Which is pretty broken when I have like 12 dudes on my field. But the thing of getting the points and conquering the battlefields, so what's good about going first is that if you go first, usually you'll get the first point. Because in order to conquer the battlefield, you have to go there. You have to move your character from your base when you first play them up to the battlefield. So once you go to the battlefield, you have a chance to either like up your character a certain amount or make it so they can't do anything. So you have an action that you can do on top of the movement. If you don't have anything, they can use a reaction spell, which could either like move your character back or maybe kill it or something like that. If they don't have any reaction, then you get the point. And then you keep doing whatever you want with your turn. But then on their turn, if your character's still on that battlefield, so they could take one of their characters and move up to that battlefield. They move up to the battlefield, your characters fight, and whoever has more power essentially wins. But when they move up, you know, they have their action phase, so they can add more power to the guy if they want to, or minus the power of your character, or something to help them in the fight. And then after they do that, now it's your turn to do a reaction where you can also buff your dude, or make your dude a little weaker, or just straight up kill their dude, yeah, something like that, or move it. And then whoever ends up winning, I think, gets a point. Or I think if they just don't conquer it, they don't get a point. But if you stay there, you only get a point in that next round when you hold it. So if you're on a point, it goes to their turn. They don't manage to get on the battlefield and take it over from you. If your character is still on that battlefield, you gain another point. So what the strategy usually is like after you get the point from holding, you move the character back. Because there's no reason to keep them on it, because you don't want them to die. But like, the main thing for my thing is my champion is like a huge win con. Because what I would do is if they have both battlefields covered and we're both pretty much like right there on points to win for the game, what my strat would be is to move all of my units basically to one battlefield, win that, and you know, a few of them are gonna die. But I move it over there. After I win that, what I do is I take my champion, I move him to the other battlefield, and then move everybody over to that other battlefield as well. So it's as at high power as possible. So I can win the game. It plays pretty interesting. The way you can like, it's very, it's not, I wouldn't say interactive, but there's just a lot of stuff you can do in one turn. But the decks are expensive as hell in that game. Just for the deck that I want to play, they said it would be probably around like $90 to be able to build. The thing is, I have cards that I can sell in my Kaido deck that I'm using that I don't really need to be. They're about, I think my friend said about 20 each, and I run 4, I believe. So 4 or 3. So I mean that's like 60 to 80 bucks right there. But I won't get that much. And I have another card I can sell. That's a good little bit that I pulled after getting second place. But I could probably just sell most of my cards that I got in order to be able to build the deck. Deadshot's here, so maybe I should buy that. Oh no, it's not. Damn, I have to wait for round 20. I don't have tomahawks.
Decoy sent.
So we need to get armored zombies, and we need to get 300 kills, like, quickly, so. We should want to get the rounds going so we can start getting more and more armored zombies. Yeah, it was really fun playing the game. Again, I played the same deck the whole time while he was trying out different decks, but it's not fun. It's definitely like a little bit more simple because it's pretty straightforward.
Decoy going out.
Yeah, at the same time, like, so is One Piece. Pretty straightforward. But in the game, there's not like any crazy mechanics that you would really like question. Like in One Piece, there's so much that a lot of people don't know of because it's either like old or because it's really fresh and new, or they've just never played against it before. Like me playing Kaido, every game I played, nobody knew what I was doing the whole time because the deck is so old, and they're probably like either they never played against it before, which a lot of people are saying they never did play against Kaido. So it's just like not a lot of new players or people who didn't really like at least start in like the first set when Kaido was popular. But the thing with Kaido is his leader effect is I can get rid of 7 of my 10 energy cards, put them back like into when you start ramping them. I put them back, and then what I do is I take their life and it goes straight into their trash. They don't get the hand or anything; it's just right to their trash. So I basically just get a free hit for 7 Dom, which is nuts, by the way, because I have 2 cards in my deck that give those Don cards back. So I get rid of the 7. I no longer have it. One of the cards I have, Black Maria, her ability says, activate main, that's it. You just have to, all you have to do is activate it. You don't have to rest her, you don't have to pay anything, you just activate it, you get 5 rested Don. And then at the end of your turn, you're supposed to minus until you're equal. But I mean, if we're both at 10 at that point, I don't have to minus anything. So that gives me 5 left. And then I have another card, King. Kind of the same thing. It's just an activate main. I get 1 rested Dawn, 1 active Dawn. Which is pretty nice. So one of my best turns that I could probably do is, there's this card, it's a 8-drop, it's Roger. You play him, your character gets 2k base for your turn and the opponent's turn. So I'll basically be 7k for 2 turns. And what's good about that is I can pay the 8 for that. So I rest 8, but I still have 8. I rest them, then I minus 7 of the ones that I just rested. And then if I need to, if I don't have the Black Maria, I can use the King effect to get 1 more active Dawn. So instead of having 2 active Dawn, because I had 10, used 8, now I only have 2. I use the King effect, I get 1 active, 1 rested. Now I have 3, so I can play the Black Maria and then get the 5 back. Which is pretty good. So basically, instead of having a 10 Dom turn, I have an 11 Dom. So I played a character with 8 and played a character with 3. Pretty nuts. Dude, these armored zombies is gonna be so nuts.
Not cheap, but it's worth it.
We gotta be close, or maybe even have it done already, and I just haven't noticed the pop or whatever, but
Decoy going
We got a
out.
napalm kills. Down 21. Doing this all with no death shot. Oh shit. So I'm saying the rampage reducer on this map is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so that leader effect, when I used it, two of the people I used it against, they would instinctively they take the life, they put it in their hand, I'm like, trash. No, no, sorry. It's like, you're fine, you don't fight against it, but I don't want you to have that extra cost. That's the best part about it, is they can't, if there's a trigger, they can't trigger it. What the trigger is like you just use that card's effect, kind of, or there's a secondary effect. Because usually it's a card that you would only be able to use if you had Dawn left up as like a counter event, but if it's in your life and you were to add it to hand, you could use that trigger instead. To use it instead. But it bypasses that because it goes straight to the trash. It doesn't go to their hand. They can't move it, touch it, anything. It's just in their trash. So if it was counter, they no longer have counter. If it was a trigger, they no longer have the trigger. So it's huge. It's huge. But then the main thing they would always like get confused about is when I would play, there's the 10-drop Kaido, which even back then was absolutely menacing. Now he's not as menacing because there's a lot of counters to him, kinda. But back then, and even when I was using it now, though, it was really good. You play him for 10, then you have to minus the 6 of the 10 you just used. Minus that, put that in the side pile, and it kills everything on the field, including your characters and their characters. But with Kaido, there's 2 characters, and their effects are, if they were to be killed, you can minus a Dawn. So if I have both of those on the field, what I can do instead is minus the initial 6, and then minus 2 more to keep those 2 alive, and I can have 3 bodies on the field, and they'll have none. So next turn, I just go, bink, 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 and then do a lot of damage, and they can't answer, really. But the only thing is, I go down to 2 Dawn. I minus 8. But I use the 1 dude's effect, get 1 active, get 1 rested, go back up to 4, and then I can use, the leader has a stage, and what the stage does is, if you were, you rest a stage, and you get a rested Dawn. So I can minus 8, but I can get 3 of those back. So I'd go up to 2, 4, I'd go up to 5. And then my next turn, I ramp 2, so I go back up to 7. And what I can do is I can play a rush if I have it. Pay 7 for the rush, or I could play the 3 for the Black Maria if I wanted to use leader effect again, and then get all the Dawn back again. No, I would ramp to 2, right? So I'd go back up to 7. Then I would use the King effect to get 1 active, 1 rested, to go back up to 9. Then I could use the stage effect again to go back straight up to 10, but it would be rested, so it would be kind of like useless. But it's still crazy. And I was just shocked to even get second with that deck, to be completely honest. I was not expecting it. Alright, let's put that on there. Headshot multi. Get that on there. Biggest magazine we got. Put that on there. That on there. And put that on there. Oh yeah. But we have this. Oh, but that doesn't help with damage. We do not want that. Alright, well that's it for Call of Duty, the Camo grind. We got another 3 guns done. Finished off our ARs. Now we just need to get them gold. And we did 2 SMGs. So next time we hop on, it'll be the Razor, the Dravik, and the Carbon, getting those done. And then after that, MPC, the Kgot, the Stormwolf, and then the Rev, we'll do that one, and then it'll end up being, I'll probably rock the marksman rifles first, to be honest. Because the only one that's gonna be like somewhat annoying to use is a Warden, because that's the semi-auto. But I mean, this is burst. This is this is burst. This is burst. So tactical rifles just be fun to use. Yeah, I mean the camo grind is already looking. I like how easy it is. I like that it's not 2,000 headshots. Like just the 1,000 is completely fine. That is amazing. Love that. Love that. Love that. This guy's just not fucking dying. I can swap groups, right? Yeah. How do I swap? Oh, you have to charge it. I have 3 charge. Can I swap? Group exchange. How do I exchange? How do you do that? Okay, so I can't exchange. It's weird. Alright, though. That is going to be the stream for now. I'm probably going to hop on Cyberpunk. Play some of that while grinding Dokkan or doing the Sonic game just to grind that out, grind the characters out. But I got to go let my dogs out, give them all food and water because it's been a while since they've been out. Practically 2 hours, and that's usually the amount of time I let them go without. But I appreciate y'all for watching. I have auto end stream on, so if I end it here, it should end the stream on YouTube. Usually if I end it on OBS and I don't end it on YouTube first, it'll be on YouTube for like another 10 hours, and I can't actually end it